Afternoon, Jules here from Joolsedesigns at Tatty Creations. So what we're doing today is we're going to make some poinsettias. I've got die cuts that I normally use, and these are spellbinders. I think, yeah, there's 3, and they do the, you put one, cut them out, put one there, and then you've got a little leaf to go in. And I know not everybody has a die cutting machine, so what I did was I designed some to cut out. So here they are. So the shades of red, there's like a pinky one, there's a corally coloured one, there's a red one, and there's a deeper red one. I also did some leaves, and I did them the same style. And you can cut these in half and have them. There's one there, that's the biggest one. So what I did was I printed some of them out on vellum. These are tartan, and that one's not in the kit. So this is Tatty Treasures. So what you get is you get these 2 sheets free, and you cut them out. I've not done them too difficult, so you can print them out. You can print them out on vellum. I've got a part cut out one there, and what we're going to do is we're going to be embossing them with an embossing tool to get the the bevel in it, and with the magic of editing, I'm now going to go away, cut these out, and I'll come back to you. See you in a bit. Okay, so that's me back. So I've cut them out, and I just want to show you that I'm doing these mainly for my journal. These are the die cut ones, and I intend on putting some on the cover, some of the larger ones. Also, you don't have to use them on your junk journals. You can use them on Christmas decorations. This was something, there is a tutorial on this, on how to make it, and this one, that one is a die cut, but you can use these. They'll all go with gold, as you can see, or silver, or whatever colour you want. This is a bit of stamping foam. It's like a stamping platform. So how to get the bevel in is you put it upside down foam. If you've got some of this does just as good, but I've got this. And then what you do is a large ball tool, and you just do circles. Vellum's probably a little bit harder, it will crease. And if you've got a big ball tool, these I got from AliExpress, but I dare say Temu will have them as well. So, don't print them out on too heavy a card or anything. You will be able to get them beveled, but it'll be a little bit harder. If you don't have a ball tool, you can use the edge of your scissors. And you'll find with vellum that you'll get, like, because you're rubbing it, it will go white. Anybody that's done pergamano, but you'll have the smaller ball tools, you can work with them, but it just takes that little bit longer. So I'm just doing it rough. I'm not being too precise. And then what I do is I put it down in the middle like that, and then I take the next size down. I'll use a smaller tool, and if you want, you can run out to the edges. I prefer to just use a larger ball tool. I don't mind the creases in it. I mean, plants aren't perfect, flowers aren't perfect. And again, I'll use a smaller tool to go in the middle. And what happens is that just fits in there. And you overlap the petals, so you've got a petal where there's a gap. And then the last one. And if you want, you can just use the smaller ones. If you've got the ability on your PC, you can do 2 to a page and do some really small ones. You know, you could do the green on one side and the colours petals on the other side. You could put, you know, more than one on your page. You could have them running down the side of your page. Okay, so I've got that. So then all I do then is I use, and I just put a little dab on there. You can use silicone glue, anything really, and then I just hold it down until it catches. And again, just overlay the petals so that the petals land not on top of another petal, but in between, you know, in the spaces between the petals. And poinsettias usually have a yellow middle, but what I usually do is I've got this, and it's gold. It's called Golden, and it's Cosmic Shimmer, and all I do is I just put, sometimes I dot it about, and then it doesn't look gold when you put it out, but when it dries it does. And if you want to put leaves behind it, you can pick the leaves that you like, the colour, and you just put that one on. You can leave them flat. So we'll do the darker one, and again, paperwork's exactly the same. And what you're doing is you're breaking the fibres down in the paper, and that's why it's beveling. And you can do a bigger. I'm pressing quite hard. Usually the harder you press and the more you sort of like you work your ball tool round, sort of like the deeper the bevel. And these are cut out with my cutting machine. I have done them with sort of like a darker edge round the edges. So if you have I've got a scan and cut, but if you have a Cricut or any of those, they'll do exactly the same. So if it comes out with white lines like that, you can ink around the edges. You know, you can lift the petals up and ink round, and I'm just pressing that down. And move that out of the way because I don't want that full of glue. And again, no, this is going to keep clogging up because it's just about empty, but I like to empty it totally before I put new glue in it. Plug the microphone in. And again, so we'll put that to one side. We'll do the middles. If you have a load cut out, you can just sit and do these at night. You can see that one's been. Now I'm just going to ink round it in brown, but you can ink round it in red. In fact, that's what we'll do. Give me. I've got fired brick here. Probably best off inking them when they're straight rather than do it when you've creased them like this. Although it's not a hardship, you can do it. So we'll put that down like that. Where is it here? I'll do a little bit more. And then I'm just using a smaller ball tool for this. Usually these things come in sets of 3, so you get, 6 different sizes. That one on there. And then put that one on there. We've not inked that one. Yeah, we didn't ink that one, but never mind. If you want, you can, do a bit. You just run your ball tool in the middle. And there we've got that. I've glued them down, yes I have. If you don't get them exactly right, don't worry about it. And is it the right? So this is the cardboard one. Now what I'm going to do is it's probably, no, it's still creasing the same. And I'm doing this with a smaller ball tool. I'm just trying it out. So you can see it's really breaking the fibres down on this one. Try a bigger ball tool. And I'm tending to go, backwards and forwards rather than a circle. And it is hard to do in the cardboard. I'm just going to Just don't let them do this on your good dining table. Right. There we are. So this one now you can see that's going gold. It's still not dry. But if you did, I'm just going to put this one back on. Just pressing that down. Keep it down like that. If it pops up like this, that's all you do is just put it back on your... You can use a mouse mat as well, you know, the computer mouse mats. And again. And we'll press this one down. Okay, we'll do the gold one in this one as well. Kind of effective because it's coming out in like little curly bits. And then to put them on you just do the same. I don't tend to, you can you know, you can bevel these if you want, but I don't tend to. I tend to keep these, and it's the big ones I use. And then we'll just put that on there. Keep the smaller ones here. So I think we'll have, oh, we have that one. I think we'll have this one. This was one I made off camera. This has got, when I put the pearl drops in, I did it, I dropped a little bit of glitter on it as well. Yep, we'll do this one. Okay, and we'll do this bright green one on there. I like the red with the bright green. Okay, oh, it's come off. The vellum doesn't stick as quick. Right, so we'll put that there. Now, if you run out and you've only got small ones left, just cut them like this. And do this. And just press it down. There. And the same. And as long as you've got a bit of green at the side, you don't even have to have green. I'm going to put a little bit of this. I've had just as long as I've had those. I've probably had this longer than those 3D pearl, but that is dearer to buy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 2 off and cut 2 off. you can use these as templates, you know, when you've cut them out you can draw around. So you can do your own tartan ones if you've got like tartan. These always look nice. I'll show you what these look like. The Christmas cards with the 3D flowers and things like that on. On that one I did put some gold wax, but on this one I'm not going to. I am going to put some of this. Gold in the middle, and we'll put the leaf on and on the stalk. And that's just got one leaf, but if I wanted to I could print it out again and have 2 leaves. I definitely want that down there. So I'm going to ink round this. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to ink round these, the bottom ones. Alright, and I want a tartan envelope, and I'm going to have a go at making a, so 2B3, 3B3, so I want a, let me have a look at a 2B3, 2B3, or a 3 1/4 by a 3 1/4. Yeah, I'm going to have a 3 1/4 by a 3 1/4 envelope, and I'm going to have that in some of the tartan paper. I'm not wanting that one, I'm looking at this one. Yep. So it's on this board. This board I got from Temu, and it's got an envelope making thing on the back. So I want 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I want 6 1/2 by 6 1/2. So I'm going to trim the 6 1/2 by 6 1/2. Now what I have to do is I need to take this off here. Whoops. And I need to put it at 3 1/4, which is that one. So this is a rule down here, and it goes up to 5, 5 1/2. So I want this at 3 1/4. And then what you do is you take, you've got like a little groove. So you put this up against here and you've got a little groove. And you mark that there. Then what you have to do is you've got a little line here and you mark your score line up against that one. Then, I mean, I've got an envelope board. I could quite easily do this on my envelope board, but I'm not, because these are cheaper to buy. And then again, match that score line with that, and then your score line starts there, and again match your final score line, and there we are. So you can see it. So normally with an envelope board you have like a punch that takes out the little corners, but what you can do is you could cut them out. I've not seen the, you know, the envelope punches, so on Temu anyway. You can get them, I think, We Are Memory Keepers. And I'm just cutting these out, and this is going to be a square envelope. And then what you do is you start folding these in. That, put your bottom up. And I'm just going to do the round the corner off on that one. And we'll glue this down. And do a different one on that one. So if you wanted to make your own envelopes, I think that was about £3 or something, probably about $5 on Temu, because I know the envelope boards, I think they're about between £12 and £15. So what we've got here is, I think we might have that. Let me press this down. It's probably best if you burnish the edges. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of gilding gold foil on the edge of the envelope so you can see it. So I'm just doing a wee scratch of glue there, and I'm just rubbing it round. A bit off my finger. Put this down. And there we are. And I think we'll just do some in the corners. And there we are. So I'm swithering whether to put a pocket on the front of this. Do you know what I am? So I've just cut the bits off the music paper, and I'm going to put a pocket in. So I'm just going to fold, in fact I'm going to fold that in right to the edge there. So if you get your side, then you know you've got a straight fold, and I just need it big enough to hold that. Just making a little bit bigger, just match my edges up. Okay, and that's my other fold, so I'm just trimming it down there. And I'll take a little bit of that off as well. Because it doesn't matter if the lady's showing or not. I think we'll have that a little bit deeper. And then just while I open this out, I'm just taking, you've got like a square there, I'm just taking that square out. And I am going to take a little bit off this and just leaving it about 1/4 of an inch. And I'll just ink. Trying to find my oh, here it is. I can't see it for looking. I'm just inking around this. And I think we'll have a little bit of tartan on there, so we'll get some little bits of tartan. Do it this way. And we'll ink around these. And so we're just collaging the pocket a little bit, so I'm just putting that there. And I'm just going to cut this off. Careful you don't cut your pocket fold. And just rip that off. And we'll have some on this side. Now I'll glue this. And I don't want it to be perfect, so I'm using the top part. Do we want a bit of this? Because it's a shabby tartan, it's gone a bit greyish there, so which is fine. I'm just gonna, in fact, what we'll do is we'll and then we'll just trim that bit off. Okay. Again, be careful not to cut into your fold. And then we'll glue this down. Now I always have my bottom flap at these underneath the bottom flap. And be careful to make sure it's down properly. And we'll leave the flowers on the lady's brooch. We've covered her up, but that's fine. And I'm going to have that one there. So what I do is I just tend to do the ends and then the middle, and that can go over the pocket like that. And do we want this one? Just going to bend that round like that so it sits in properly. Or do we want that one up there? I think what we're going to have to do is put that in, because it's a square envelope, it doesn't matter which side it goes in, as long as you see some of the gold gilt. And I'm just wondering whether to put that one up there or to put it across the pocket, because I quite like the tartan. You know what, I like it like that, so I'm gonna, at first I wasn't over keen on the two of them being together, but we'll put that one down there. Put a piece of music paper on there just to thicken it up a little bit. And I think what I'll do is I'll have a tag. I think that's the one we'll have in the back. Or we'll have that one in the front. Yeah. And that's going to actually be an accordion tag. I could have that one in the back. No, I quite like that one. I like all the tartans. So that's going to be the front of my journal, and I'll put like some labels and things like that when I've decided. But that's how you can use your poinsettias. You can put them on the front of tags. You can pop them on pages. We'll get the Oh, I've got a little doggy trying to get into me. She's scratching there. So we could put that one on there, but I think what I would probably do is leave the leaves off that one and just have it like that. Or you could do the darker. Again, I would leave the leaves off. And have them on pockets. Again, I think I would leave the leaves off. It's entirely up to you. You can have them on corner pockets. That one, I mean that one has got the green, but you could do that one, you could put another one. This one flips open, so you could just stick it on there and no more. Try that one. Yeah, I quite like that one. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of inking around the leaves, just what's showing. And I am going to stick that one on. Because I quite like that one, and it's on there like that. And then if you just lift that up, unless it's a fixed pocket. No. No. Fact. I'm going to cut 3 off and leave 2 on, which you can do when you've stuck it down, because you can use them again. And I'm going to stick that one on there, and it will not interfere with that pocket. And just a wee tap on the edge of the vellum. I'm going to have it that way. And there we are. Yeah, it does make your journal thicker, but the way I put my pages in, it gives you a 1/4 of an inch, so I'm not going to get a gaiter mouth. So yes, everything's come along there fine, and that will go on the front. I think I'll get a Merry Christmas and a Scottish. I've got some Scottish stamps on there, and what I might do is I might print off one of them and just have a big tag in the back. I'm not quite sure yet. I quite like it just like that. It would look nice with one of the Scottish ladies in the ladies in the ball gowns on the background. Anyway, enough waffle. I hope you get something out of that, and I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you enjoy your freebie, your Tuesday treasures. It is in my Ko-fi store, so just go to the link underneath the video and it tells you where the freebies are on my Ko-fi. Just if you go to the shop, it's listed under Tuesday treasures. I'll see you. Bye.